Hey everybody, Mobile Gamers Unite, and look who we just pulled today. I have mixed feelings about this banner because really, I don't play with any of these factions, but I did say I don't mind looking at Alustriel all day. Nitro even said he'd smash. So this is a lot of people's waifu. For me, she's just going to be a really awesome, amazing looking character to run in Guild Wars. But really, I leveled her up just, so you guys can kind of check her out. She is under 4K, but I really don't feel like leveling her up and powering her up. Well, I can't level her up anymore, but I don't feel like powering her up anymore, spending bond keys. But this gives you a pretty good idea of what she's like. This girl is a quick hitter. A lot of her skills are only a 2-3 turn cooldown, so no need to clock her out. She does get Wolf Rider, so I've ran her around and kind of checked out some of her abilities. A lot of this stuff isn't new. This is Emerald Crusher. This is her special ability. It's going to do 1.3 times damage. Bonus to flyers. That's really good. And before battle, it dispels up to 3 debuffs, and you gain 10% bonus damage for each debuff dispelled. And then after battle, it dispels all debuffs. So even if your enemy has 6 debuffs on them, you're going to dispel 3 of them right off rip, and you're going to get 30% more damage, bringing this up to a 1.6 times damage skill. And then after you attack, your enemy's going to lose all of his buffs. So this is very, very useful. It's only a 3-turn cooldown. This is one of her longest cooldown abilities, right? She also gets attack support. Along her sniper route, she also gets skill command. Increases skill of all allies within 3 blocks by 20%. 20% is a lot to add to skill, and I was looking at this and I was like, can I run her with Joshua? Can I run her? But she doesn't really mesh with any of the characters that I have. Like, this would be great if she was standing next to Sakura. So, yeah, we have that. And then she starts with Endure. I don't think anybody's going to do anything with that. But on her wolf side, this is pretty cool right here. Natural Warding. When on forest, mountains, or grasslands terrain, soldiers' damage is not reduced in melee battles. When entering battle with the melee attacker, damage taken is reduced by 20%. So pretty much this can be very useful, and this can be very stackable with Extreme Magic Bow, because if you put Extreme Magic Bow on her, her damage is not going to be reduced at all in melee combat. But if you have archers with you, which obviously a lot of times she will, maybe, your archers are still going to get the damage reduction from being in melee combat. Well, instead of it being like 50% or whatever, this is going to drop it down to 20% as long as you're on forest, mountains, or grasslands, which is the majority of what you're going to be standing on. So she gets that extra oomph to her troops' hand-to-hand combat ability on these terrains, even if technically those troops are weak to close quarters combat. So that does help her out a little bit. And this can stack with Extreme Magic Bow quite a bit, like I said, because then her damage wouldn't be getting reduced at all, and her troops would only take a minus 20% penalty. Moving on, the very last skill she has for Wolf Raider, she gets Onrush, so like nothing that crazy there, and she gets Roundabout. After battle, you may move another 2 blocks. The Roundabout can be very useful for her. She can hit and run. But ultimately, if somebody's really going to use this girl, you obviously have to get her ranger abilities, her ranger skills, so that you can shoot people, right? And then you want to go over to the Wolf Rider because of the mobility. That seems to be the name of the game on this banner. This banner, to me, is all about mobility. These are some of the most mobile Langrisser characters that we've seen. Claret gets to save her movement up till the next turn, anything that she doesn't use, and that's what makes her so awesome in PvP. This girl doesn't get to save her movement up, but she gets to ride on a wolf, and she gets to have 5 movement. She has 5 movement, and she's also gets all these sniper abilities. So she can actually be a very nasty character, very beautiful to look at. I wish I was that wolf any day. Okay. So this is what I think about this character. I think she's going to be really fun to run. And later on, you know what? She does look that good. I will put a runestone into her when I have some laying around. She just looks that awesome. I want to get the wolf for her. And she can put in some work for me in Guild War and stuff. So very solid character overall. She just doesn't shine as the best at something. So I think that's why right now this character is very underhyped. Claret seems to be the main one on the banner that most go-hards are going for, and that's because she favors PvP, and she's a very good tank killer. Obviously, if I pulled Claret, I'd be reviewing her too, but this is what I got so far. Can't really complain, guys. I had, on my main account, I had 6 tickets and 200 crystals. I did a total of 8 pulls. I actually had a better chance of getting her on my alt account, Claret, and Claret could actually be used on my alt account because I run you less. So right now, Langrisser just kind of gave me this as just like a little waifu teaser, and hey, I'm more than happy with it. It's another character I get to run in Guild Wars, and she's a good-looking character for sure. And actually, now that I've been looking at her whole wolf class thing, that has piqued my interest a little bit. I'd like to see what I can do with her in the future, just to have her run around. Where is she? Where is this girl? Oh, she's already on the damn map. Okay, all right. Someone's just waking up. It's me. So, yeah, that's right. I just ran one of the levels to unlock some of her bonds. So the thing, too, is you don't really need anything to unlock her bonds. You need Matthew and Almeta's help. Okay, so I guess we did start with a tank. How about this? Can you hit anybody? I don't think you can. Alright, that's what we'll do. We will press the assault. Usually on this level I step back and play a little more defensively, but why not? Let's press the assault. I've recently been working on my Estelle a little bit, so she should be able to hold these enemies off. And we should be able to see this girl get to shine a little bit. But first, Sakura with her Apex boots. Why don't you go down here, sweetie? Why don't you just break the shit out of everybody? Let's do that first. Oh my. I'm sorry. I forgot, Sakura. I forgot to ask you. Can you please leave somebody alive for for Alustriel here to do something with? In fact, here, Leon's like, I'm just gonna go chill back here. Watch this beautiful archer girl. Oh no! Oh wow, no, she didn't survive because there's a AoE coming. Alright, well, that's it for Alustriel gameplay. That's pretty much how she's gonna go if you get attacked with her. Wow, the funny thing is she almost survived that too. And Luna on this level is pretty gnarly. I really did think that my tank was going to cover her. So, really though, she's going to use neutralizing fire, and she's going to use just some ranged attacks. They do 1.3, 1.6. Alustriel's talent, her skill and crit goes up by 1%. And this is at 3-star, but it goes up by 1% for each block moved, up to 5%. I'm going to double check that right now just to make sure that was right. She also has, okay, the best way to translate her ability to go through terrain. When she steps on terrain, she has a chance of it counting as not terrain. Like, for instance, if you step into terrain, it takes you 2 blocks to move 1 block. She has a chance to negate that. So that first block might be free for her. She can move into it without it costing her 2 blocks. But then you get to the second block, and that might cost you 2 blocks to move into instead of 1. There's a chance. Or it could still just cost you 1 block to move into that second one. So every block she moves into terrain, she has a chance of not getting penalized for stepping on that block. So she is going to move in terrain better than other characters are. So that can help her definitely hit and run. And even if somebody does catch up to her in the woods, she can be set up where, obviously, even in close quarters combat, she is doing, well, she's doing more damage, and her troops are doing more damage because they get less of a penalty. So let's just take a quick peek here at her talent. Forced Spring. With every 1 block move, damage dealt and crit chance are increased. So this is just like Leon, is very nice, and she is going to be moving around. So if you're running Alustriel, remember to move her as much as you can before you attack. That's all there is to it. When passing through defensive terrain, gain 1 chance to negate mobility penalties. So just like I talked about before. All right. And as far as soldiers go, this girl gets, obviously, Dark Elf Sniper. She can have the Holy Pegasus, Gargoyles, Dragoons. Really, Demon Hunters. I would love to field Demon Hunters with her. And her, I feel like that's her best build, is her Wolf Rider with the Demon Hunters. Because then you're getting all the movement and utility from that. And obviously, you can just bring all the skills from her Sniper class. And she can just use those while on Wolfback. So that's how I feel about her. Quick, simple, easy review. She is a solid, awesome character. These fusion groups, they already have, like, archers, right? Narm is in here. Nar. But still, if you just pulled her, if you just started playing, she's awesome. Use her. The wolf class is really nice on her. I've seen her used in that class. It does work very well, being able to move 5 movement and having all these ballistic attacks. She can be quite the gnarly little character, quite the thorn in somebody's side. And she can be very good for PvE content. All right. So other than that, guys, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment if I missed anything. I'm sure somebody will remind me. So, Mobile Gamers Unite, having an awesome day with my new little waifu. So, everybody, have a sweet, sweet day. I hope you pull your Claret. I hope you pull your Alustriel. And if anybody's hyped for this girl, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, because I was very happy to get her as a free little tidbit or two from Langrisser. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Anyway, you guys have a good day. Good luck on your pulls out there. All right, and I'll see you guys out there on the grind. Peace.